Blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well because having a wonderful day on this on this 10th December 2024. We're filming. We're about to go to sleep, but before that, I wanted to do a couple of videos. And one of them, because I wanted to do my dailies for Tokyo Ghoul, we have a big. Oh, okay, we're kind of good. We have 35 minutes to do the dailies. Last time it took us 7 minutes, so we're actually pretty good. We're in the background. We're listening to Furry, and we're gonna have to do some vids, but it's okay. You know what? We're busy, but not that busy. So let's see what we got yesterday. We got a couple of Ayato, which is also super nice. We did some big movement forward yesterday, which is nice. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Tap to start. Oh, let's go. Random SSR characters. Let's get that shit right away. So powerful. Is that Ken? Ooh, Cody. I don't think I had that many of them. Where's Corey? Promote. It's raining hard outside. No. Free? There's so many of them. Holy. Carnival Hunt. Haha. Nice. Nice. Daily deal. Good. Good. Free claim, maybe. We got back with Carnival. So this is technically not new. This is technically old. Good. It is 7:30 and I'm already getting cars stolen in the neighborhood. That's the way I like it. That is the way I like it. Honor. Let's take the claimable. Let's do the recruit. Let's do the rebel wing times 10. In nothing really. Okay. Banjo. Another one. There you go. Zulu, I need you. Bond. Train. Bond. Event. Wheel of Fortune. No, thank you. One. Really? Gonna be fucking icy. Nice. That's Doctor Ability, that's Ifumi. I don't have her though. We have Rebel Wing, which is always good because I didn't have him yesterday, which means there's still room for improvement. Look how nice this is. Oh, they fucked it up. Look how nice. This. That was actually fucking cool. Look at this. 4 in a row. 2 in a row. That's really nice. Okay, so we had her. And we had him. Flame off. Thank you. Draw. Okay. Now, what I have to do is incomplete right. Don't know why I didn't do the boss, but it's okay. It's okay. Forgot, right? Wish. Okay. Let's get the 2 of them. One. Two. Good. Let's get the combat. Let's get the this. We'll do tree. We'll do tree. I don't know why I like the number 3 when you do this. Tree. Nice. Already finished, which is great. Why can I not sweep all? Why can I not sweep all? It's crazy. See, I'm not strong enough. Okay. Now we have to do the video. Do you have enough storage? 35. Do you have enough today? Do you have enough for tomorrow? Don't blink, it's your brain. Welcome to the show. If you're doing well, to having a wonderful day on this 10 December 2024. We're watching Fury. We're enjoying the sunrise, well, the non-existent sunrise. And you know what? I don't know why. The light seems kind of cool. It seems like a divine intervention. Well, we're not talking about divine intervention. We're talking about Pineapple Express. Kind of similar after a pothead. So Pineapple Express, one of my listen, I'm not I don't do weed. Don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I don't do weed. Which we'll see in a couple of days because there's something coming up that's really special. I'm not gonna share a lot of information with you because I kind of like keeping the mystery. Look at my eyes, dude. I look tired as fuck. What's going on? A little bit of new energy. So, Pineapple Express, why is this movie so important for me? Because it is really important for me. Once again, I'm gonna have to tell you guys. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to tell you guys about the story of the Walmart. Little Inky doesn't work. His parents were very hard worker. Because they were very hard worker, Little Inky was like, you know what? Fuck that, I'm not gonna work that much. Right? Little Inky was broke, but Little Inky didn't understand that entertainment was the mother of the brain, right? You can feed yourself with basically anything. You can feed yourself with Dollarama for $40 per month. $40 per month. Back then, of course, back then. Nowadays, shit changed, right? Of course we're playing Tokyo Go because why not? And, oh, did I make a mistake? No, we're good. 24 minutes, we're good. 24 minutes, we're good. So, I thought I had it all covered for like $200 per month plus my rent, but I didn't take into consideration entertainment. Entertainment was a huge part, so I started buying DVDs at $5 because kind of all I could afford, right? And one of those was Pineapple Express. Now, the reason why we bought Pineapple Express is actually quite simple. It's Seth Rogen. I always thought it was really funny. And the funniest thing is, I never even heard of it. Back then, James Franco, that was before the allegation. That was before a lot of the things that happened with James. So, to me, it's the movie, like, okay, I don't know what it is, right? Don't really give a fuck about what it is. But, I think of Daniel McQuaid, but I don't know why that name doesn't sound right with her character on the cover of it. I don't know why. Something drew me to this movie. It felt like I heard of it. It felt like it was something I needed to own. And then I started watching it. And to me, that's one of the funniest movies. Possibly one of the funniest movies. Easily my favorite weed movie. Up there with Big Lebowski. That's a personal opinion. But even from the starting scene where we discovered this new weed. Listen, it's a 420 movie, right? If you're not included just like me in the 420, the humor is good, but the rest of the movie will fly over your head. So I'm more so focused on the humor, and the humor in itself is actually really funny. The fact that James Franco plays this character that is a really kind guy, and you think he's a fuck up, right? But as much as you see the story go along, yeah, the main character, which is Seth Rogen, is the asshole, and James Franco is a good dude. So Seth Rogen's like, no, I don't want to be friends with you, right? But no, he's the guy that doesn't deserve the friendship. There's a lot of things in the movie, like small increments of everything's live. You see, one of my favorite movies, right, that I own on DVD was Breaking Bad. It was Superbad, and Superbad was that. It was the reason why I absolutely love this movie. Was because it was like day-to-day life, and once again there was Seth Rogen in there. I believe I think about Seth Rogen because they were possibly directing this. I'm watching The Fury, by the way, with Brad Pitt, with the guy who plays Shane. I'm sorry, dude. I know your name too. I know your name too. Punisher. Jonathan Berhol. Possibly. John Berthol. I'm sorry, dude. With all due respect, man, I fucking love you. There's also Shia LaBeouf. There's also Shia LaBeouf, and there's Brad Pitt. I'm gonna forget Brad Pitt, main character. So in Pineapple Express, the really cool thing about it is you got almost this crime movie with weed, and it's so crazy because it's such a long time ago. You see a very young King John, which is playing in things like Hangover. You're seeing him in one of his first movies. We're seeing a very young Bobby Lee. We're seeing a very young James Seth. And it's funny because James and Seth were on set of Creep when they were a teenager. That's why they're so close. That's why they work together a lot. The Pineapple Express, and at the same time, yes, it's a weak movie, but it's all around it I'm interested in. Is the fact that this guy is getting high all day and he's ruining other people's lives. It's like a parasite, and he thinks himself above the law because he takes his costume. And the first time you see the movie, you're like, yo, it's really cool. He has those costumes. It's really cool that he's able to say fuck to the system, right, and getting high all day. And then you realize that he doesn't really care about anybody but himself. So he's in this relationship with this teenager. She's 18, she's not a teenager, but she's still in school, but she's like a teenager. She sees this guy, right, and this guy's trying to be nice with the dude, and he doesn't care. The teacher trying to be nice with the dude doesn't care. You realize that the character of Seth... Oh, text. You know the text... Video is blocked. Why is it blocked? The content the block. Best day ever. Oh, okay. I understand. It's a short that has some music. And it's not because you're as much as Superbad, and it's the reason why to me this is so important is those two movies I kind of watch them together because I'm like, oh, there's just a character. For example, with Jonah Hill, right? I was watching Get Into the Greek, and I was also watching Forgetting Sarah Marshall at the same time because they were the same characters, right? The same universe, if you will. Now, am I saying that Superbad and Unapproached were the same universe? No, but it's not because it was also introduction to the world of dealer and the relationship that they had. It was funny because at that time I was getting a lot of tattoos, and my tattoo artist was trying to be friend with me, but the reality is he didn't give a shit. He just wanted some cash, right? By being nice to me, he could get away with doing some tattoos nicer than others, and I wouldn't say shit, right? There's always this relationship, this friendship that is with somebody that you give money to. There's always this weird relationship or friendship between a vendor and a customer, right? In this case, this is exactly it. The guy who sells weed and the guy who buys weed, right? And it's once again, it's the things surrounding it. For example, we have a very, very young Amber Heard, right? And she really cares about the guy. She's more mature about the relationship than the guy itself. Even though the guy is like 7 years older than her. Now, I know what you're saying. 7 years not a lot of age, but bro, she's 18. Like, I don't know if you're good at math, but that's more than 2. He's about, well, 25 times divided by 2, that's 1250. 1250 divided by 2, that's 6. He's around 70%. I can't do math, I'm too tired. My apologies. But he's older than her, right? That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. I don't know why I'm doing math, but hey, if you have a better way to do that math, tell me. Also, if you could stay awake for a while, that way when you do D-math, you don't sound like a total douchebag. Like I just did, right? I don't know. Something about that movie is just bringing me all the time back. And it's for example, there's the other character. I don't know the guy's name, but the curly hair, just like me, right? And it's funny because he's becoming his friend, but once again, and it's so weird. The guy who plays Ted, right? Ted. It's so weird because there's so many duality. It's such a good movie. For example, right? The guy who sells the dealer and bunks for this dealer to sell and lower amount to make some profit, right? They're not friends. They're kind of friends, but not really. Because this other guy is willing to betray him, which is something that James Franco is not willing to do. But it's funny because there's a friendship in there, but it's a friendship that's more one-sided with James Franco, with the other guy, right? And it's funny because even when I attack it, the first thought that you have is like, oh, are you on crack again? Did you smoke crack again? Did you smoke meth? I don't remember. It is so much. There's a lot of good moments in there, like. For example, right? The fact that there's a drug war, so it does a bit, had a little bit of a higher purpose than just dudes who are running from a criminal, right? Like, oh, there's possibly some war that's going on, and possibly my actions are gonna snowball into making the stalemate between those two clans not last. There's also the fact that we have the main character who, by being dumb, makes the right choices, right? By making the right choices, like, holy shit, who is this guy? I can't believe he's so good. There's also the duality, and one of the duality that I just noticed watching the movie yesterday, which to me is kind of nice, is there's two killers. I don't know the name of the actor, I don't know the name of the characters, but there's two killers. There's the Italian guy, and there's the guy who plays in The Office, that role in The Office. And he is very popular. The other one he played in super bad, and he played in Savage when I was younger. And they're both the way they're both very similar. They're best friends, and one of the guys, the Italian, right? It changes and becomes a bit more serious. And the other guy's like, "What did you change? Why are you kind of forcing me to change? I want to see that friendship, but you don't want that friendship. So why am I fighting for friendship that you're not fighting for?" Just like in the position of James Franco and the main character, which is Seth Rogen. In the situation of James fights so much, the only nice thing that he does is he gives the code to James Franco because it's a nice thing to do because James is cold, right? But at the same time, the first occasion that he has he puts it back in James' face. Like, yo, I gave you my coat when you were cold, remember? When James did so much for him and he doesn't talk about it. So it is yes, it is a story about Reed once again, but it's more so about the life of the guy and the event that are surrounding him. And it's like the snowball effect is actually quite nice, right? And that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching. Love you guys, take it easy. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink, welcome to the Computer Show. Let's doing well today, having a wonderful day on this 10th December 2024. We're playing Tokyo Ghoul, we're watching Furry. I'm tired as fuck, so I'm gonna try to make this as simple as possible. Today we're reviewing one of the movies that I didn't know existed, right? And I know what you're saying, why watch a movie that you didn't know existed? Well, let me get you into the lore, into the universe of Triple X. Now, I know for a lot of people, Triple X is porn. I'm not at the point of making porn review yet. There's a couple of movies I want to do before that. So stick around if you want to find out, or don't. Yeah. So Triple X was a movie that I watched when I was very, 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 very young. Funny. It stars Vin Diesel, right? What is funny about it is that guy was in Fast and Furious and was in Triple X. The two of them, including like a sport, extreme sport, and car, which were not things that kind of interested me. But at the same time, I was interested enough to be like, okay, well, let's give it a try, right? And it's kind of nice because at the end, I did like Triple X because it was a kind of like a spy movie, but without. See, James Bond. To me, James Bond is legendary. To me, James Bond is this extremely charismatic. To me, this character James Bond is bigger than life, right? But at the same time, it's very pompous. It's very like elite. Like, oh, I'm gonna have this thing. Oh, I get every single girl that I want. Oh, I speak fucking extreme amount of language, right? And ultimately in life, I managed to do that. I managed to do some of it, but James Bond does seem like the perfect spy versus the character of Triple X, right? Played by Vin Diesel, who's just a guy who like extreme sport. Now, I don't know why, but to me, the character that like extreme sport was a bit more accessible. A bit more accessible than the guy who went to school and shit like that, you know? So Triple X was a movie that I actually liked. Now, something happened after that. I think a couple of years after, I realized there was a Triple X number 2, right? And the Triple X number 2, which I own on DVD, right? This is where the story gets crazy. You guys think that I'm gonna making it up, but I swear I'm not. So Triple X being one of the movies that I really liked as a kid, when I was going to the Walmart, because I was going to Walmart a lot to get DVDs. Honey with nut. Because they were $5. It was close to work. What the fuck not? Get it? Onion nut. Why the fuck not? And I watched Triple X number 2. And to be honest, I was like super excited. I was like, no, but like, oh yeah, I remember this. It was kind of good. Instead of watching nothing, might as well watch that. We had a version on the DVD that had a commentary, right? Oh, so what did I listen to it? In fun fact, they actually said no for the second movie, right? But there was a script for it, The Return of Xander Corvus. That was the second movie, right? And the movie with X, which is, I think, The Enemy of State, actually really good. I like X as an actor. I think it's Ice Cube. Why am I saying X? This is Triple X. Yeah, Ice Cube as an actor is pretty good. I think. Why don't you speak it? Better Jerry over his son. And he made a movie called Boys in the Hood with the son of Ice Cube playing his father. I think it's phenomenal. But coming back to Triple X, and I was like, okay, well, it didn't happen, so why are we not getting the same character? It felt good. It felt like a Triple X movie, but it felt like a different movie because it's like the first movie introducing those characters just to abandon them. Like, and it's kind of funny because if you do math, you do quick math, I think we're very logical beings, right? So I have two movies that are very popular at the same time. One of them is Fast and Furious, one of them is Triple X. They both cast Vin Diesel. They're both plenty of cars. They're both plenty of naked chicks, right? Because we like naked chicks, right? Well, I do. And you're like, okay, well, when I see Triple X, it's like a not necessarily a spin-off, but like a parallel with Fast and Furious, right? And then you see Fast and Furious, and they're getting on the second movie, and they're getting on the third movie, in the fourth movie, in the fifth movie, up until the 12th, and you realize that it's all the same characters. You see it shown at Triple X, which when you're in your mind like, oh, very parallel to Fast and Furious, and the both of them are going on that, right? Second racetrack. Then Triple X, the second one, takes a turn away. So the fun fact is, if you listen to the commentary, they're talking about how they want to make a second movie, which is, again, the turn of Chorus. Now, fun fact, years and years and years later, they finally released that movie, which is good, but it's sucks because it kind of makes the movie with Ice Cube not necessarily canon. So what's going on is Triple X is a program, right? And the first Triple X is Vin Diesel, the second one is Ice Cube, and the third one, instead of having a new one, they have Vin Diesel. So when you have the same characters, so for example, I'm going to give you a better example. Take a movie, a cult classic, right? A cult classic. Take, I don't know, give me Terminator, right? Oh, Buzz has appeared. Challenge Shard, okay. Weird. Okay, I have to do a lot and we have no time. Let's take it a movie like Terminator, right? And the first one, the Terminator is whom? The Terminator is... Can I get a drum roll, please? The Terminator and the first one is, of course, Arnold, right? I'm not sure how you say his family name. Sorry, ex-governor. My apologies. And the second movie is also Arnold, right? And it, by a crazy fashion, the third movie is... Can I get another one? Is also Arnold. But then imagine if there was a fourth one, right? The fourth one wasn't Arnold. In your mind, who is the real Terminator? It's Arnold, right? So in your mind, when there's a two movies are the same, right? I can do it. I wasn't sure I could do it, but I can do it. Thank you. As long as I do my dailies, I'm good. Line up. I'm gonna do auto. Save line up. Good. Okay, perfect. Good. Move along. We're back. So for me, although I did like the movie with Ice Cube, the fact that they brought back Vin was like, okay, well, did the movie really exist? The movie itself isn't good. It's okay, dude. It's a bunch of very cocky characters. It's a bunch of people that are like secret agent, and it's very cliche. If you know movies of that genre, if you know movie from that style, it's very, very similar. There's not really a what do we call it? Oh my god, you have to watch it, right? There's not really a hoof. There's not really a je ne sais quoi. It's a warfare. Stole that from Sam Hyde. So although I do like the movie, I wasn't blown away. Now, ultimately speaking, is the goal of the movie to blow you away when it was released 7 years ago? No. But the reality is, I saw Triple X when I was like 12, right? And the other one possibly came out, and I know at 12 years old it was possibly 2005, right? The other one came out 2017. The problem with that is, we gotta get the okay, we're gonna get the canonical ending, right? Which is great. But at the same time, if you don't know about the canonical event ending, you don't need it. For example, if I was to tell you, Lord of the Ring is 2 movies, and you didn't know what's 3. Okay, cool. Like, it finishes weird, but okay. But the same thing here. So it was an okay movie. I like the fact that there's a lot of cameo from previous character. I like the family, that the X is kind of like a family. I like that he has his own crew of people. And I like that there's Samuel L. Jackson that comes back. I like that. I very, very, very much like the beginning, where we have Samuel L. Jackson who's like, yo, I don't know what to do, I'm looking for Triple X. He recruits Neymar Jr., the actual soccer player, and he's like, yo, you want to save the world? And I was like, fuck no, I don't care, right? But then you read at the end that he dies, and that was the way to bring back Triple X. So it's kind of cool. Romance-wise, it's a bit weird because it's a bit weird because in like the same. So this movie, right? This movie is okay. Will be a bitch, will be a douchebag, but there's demographics to movies, there's demographics to videos, there's demographic to games. Ooh, baby. Reflect like a cat, right? If I was a cat, I'd have the worst reflex that I have now. We're getting destroyed over here. It's okay to tell me what you think about me. I won't try to argue, I just lost, and that's the truth. It's okay, I don't mind making a video. It's okay, I won't come back. It'll happen once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone who understands and sees through the master plan. We're Gucci. Okay, so those movies have demographic, right? The demographic is dudes, and I think most dudes want to find a good woman. Most dudes want to be a father. Most dudes want to have a family, right? But there's also this part of us that want to be a player. So it does it, but when you're young, it's like, holy shit, that's cool. But when you're older, you're like, bro, why are you falling in love with a girl when you just fucked 10 of them, you know? Doesn't make a lot of sense, but hey, that's a movie. So, pretty cool movie. I think the lore is better than the movie. I think the biggest flaw of the movie itself is that it's not original in the sense of, yes, you have your own script, you have your own story, you have your own timeline, of course, but it's so cliche that you're like, I never saw that movie, but I saw a movie just like that last week. You know? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Well, I love you guys. I'll see you guys very soon. Take it easy. Okay, we have a minute left, not even a minute, we have less than a minute. Come on in, come on in, come on. We have this, Just finished. Thank you. Ooh, look at the time, 7:59. We got it. Fuck yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck you. Okay. I have to go. I have to continue making videos, but it's okay. 1,000. Thank you, yo. Okay, I have an idea. Day 1. Perfect. Skip. Let's do a chain campaign. I want to do a couple of chain campaign. Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to the show. This is doing well. Having a wonderful day on this 10th December 2024. We're playing Tokyo Ghoul, which is an amazing game. We're watching the sunrise, which is less amazing because it's non-existent. And we're gonna be reviewing the movie, the Cabin. So the Cabin, I know it sounds like a horror movie, but it's the movie where there's these 4 horsemen of apocalypse. That's pretty much it. So honestly, if you guys didn't see the movie, you probably heard the critics, and the critics were very, very harsh with that movie. It was calling it a mess. Was the movie great? Not really. But there was some little treasure, little gems in there. We're gonna be exploring them together. So the cabin is a couple, a homoerotic couple. Congratulations, with a adopted daughter, little Wen, and they're living in this cabin, right? And we don't know. What I deplore right away is we don't know who those characters are, and we never figure it out, right? That's gonna play a huge part in the movie. So there's these four people that come in, right? And they're saying, look, we need you to sacrifice somebody. If you don't sacrifice somebody, somebody that I used to know, you wanted to shut me up. Goldie. Who doesn't remember Goldie? Come on. And the funny part about it is, they're like, if you don't sacrifice somebody, right, it's gonna be a horrible thing that happens, right? So at first, we don't really know what's going on. We don't really know what happened. So they said, okay, you guys are crazy. What I really love about the movie is those four people. They're very, very they're very unstable. They look unstable. They look a bit crazy, and they do a really, really good job, right? And then you realize that we have good old Ron Weasley as the first horseman. So people watching the movie have called these the four horsemen. So the four horsemen of apocalypse, right? Or envoy. You see, in the mythology or religion, I don't really know, but there's the four horsemen. So if you play Darksider, you probably know what I'm talking about. You know, there's these four horsemen, and they're supposed to bring the end of the planet, right? So when you see the four horsemen together, they have that power to destroy everything. That's why there are four characters. Rupert is the first to go, right? And you're like, dude, you see that when he dies, there's a flood coming in, right? Like, holy shit, they're right. But again, they look crazy, and you say, you know what? Maybe it's a coincidence, right? So you don't listen. Then we have the second one. And the second woman, she has a kid, and she's very chill. Compared to the others, she's the chillest. She's very cool. She's very relaxed. She's very kind. She's trying to help people out. Trying to find a like a compromise, I guess. And then she dies once again. And there's another apocalypse, right? And then you're like, holy shit, this one I liked her. Then we have the third one that dies. The reason why I'm going fast is because we're going to be exploring them each and every single one of them at the end. This is a recap. This is a review also. The third one, she comes in and she starts to attack. She tried to kill somebody, and then she get killed, right? Because again, self-defense. And there's another third one. Though now this is what's important. The main character of the bad guys is possibly David Bautista, the ex-wrestler, right? Brilliant actor. Or if you prefer Dax from Guardians of the Galaxy, but only if you're a nerd, like this guy. You realize that they all look crazy, right? And for a simple second, right? You turn on the TV because anytime they kill somebody, they turn on the TV to see the news, to see that okay, well this happened, and this happened, which is the irrefutable proof that what I'm saying to you by saying, yo, there's an apocalypse, the fuck is you doing? I'm saying the truth because I can prove it, right? I can prove that there's something. And the last time, they keep talking about this vision, right? And for the last time he saw the show, and he's able to say exactly what the person on the news is going to say. So now you start to believe it. You start to really, really, really believe it, and you're like, holy shit. I can't believe it, you know? And it's absolutely shitty because at the okay, I can't say that. It's absolutely shitty because the least likable character is actually the couple. The least likable character. It's such a complex movie, but when you really take the time to analyze what's going on, when you take it for more than just a fucking movie that you're watching, but actually think about it. Actually a good movie. So why is it a good movie? It's kind of simple. There's a moment, right, where there's one of the parents, I'm not going to say who because I don't want to follow the movie, one of the parents gets away with it, and they save the world by killing one of the other, right? So there is a death, they do make a choice. And then the parent goes in, right? And the reason why we're starting the review with the end is very, very, very comical, but it's very, very logical also. So you see their belongings, and you realize that every single person was saying the truth. Every single person. So the first guy, right? Okay. I have to start with the third one. The third one, she was a nurse, right? She said, "Oh, I'm a nurse. You don't really believe it, but then you find a card from the hospital. The second one, she said, I don't care about who dies. I want to protect my kids. Then you find her picture with her kids. Right? Now, the first one is, again, very, very smart of the writers to do. You think that they're crazy, but there's another reason why you don't believe it. The other reason why they don't believe it is because in the very beginning of the movie, we have one of the dads, I guess. And I don't know how to say it, one of the husbands, but then you're like, okay, well, they're two husbands. And if I say one of the dads, you're like, yeah, but they're two dads, so it doesn't make any sense. I forgot the names. And there's another guy that assaulted him in the bar possibly because he was gay. And then you realize that the guy that assaulted him in this bar was one of the guy that was there. I was the four horsemen. It's good old Ron Weasley. His name is not fucking Ron Weasley, but it's the actor that played Ron Weasley. And if you're looking for the actor, it's possibly somebody called Rupert. But what do I know, right? It's not like I'm a huge fan of the series. We're gonna get you the Lego, but I'm afraid it's gonna fall, so let's not touch it. So you're like, okay, well, and the problem is all of these people, because they seem highly unstable, you're like, okay, well, those people are sheeps. They're following this guy, because these guys have filled their head with fucking hatred. That's why they think that they have to die, right? But he didn't. He didn't. And the best part of the movie is, because of that one guy, you have the doubt that they're all crazy, or they're all being misled. So you think, okay, well, they're not right. And the most beautiful thing, one of the fathers had the same vision that they had. So those visions that they talked about, the father had the same vision. And that's how we know it's true. So we had 4 people telling us, hey, this was gonna happen, this was gonna happen, but because of the quote-unquote bad guy, you don't believe them, and then one of the good guy, right? It's like, yo, we probably should, I don't want to have to die. Probably should kill one of us, right? The movie in itself is quite messy. Do I think it's a good movie? Not really. I think it's okay. I think the suspense is good. I think the plot is good. I think the context is good. I think the way they're exploring every single pieces of the puzzle is interesting. Ultimately speaking, why am I where I am, or what led me to where I am, and what am I supposed to understand with where I am, right? The problem with a movie like that is a thriller. The problem with a movie like Thriller is once you know the killer, there's no what should I call it? There's no pros. So you guys, if you saw the video before, you know that I used to buy a shit ton of DVDs. The worst DVD that I bought was Thriller. Not because the story wasn't good, that's because the movie wasn't good. But those DVDs, I would watch them over and over and over again. But when you know who the killer is, there's no goal. With the joke, you can tell me a joke twice and I'll laugh twice, right? You can tell me who's the killer, and then if you ask me who's the killer, it's like, well, fucking this guy, you know? I know. Yeah, so it's complicated, it's complex. You should give it a chance. It's gonna blow your mind. See, the thing with the movie, I feel like, is it's serious enough for you to pay attention to it, but not important enough for you to want to pay attention to it, right? If the movie wasn't started, I would have not given a shit. But since the movie started, I was like, okay, let's listen to it. And that's pretty much it. So, once again, love guys, take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, it's your boy Yank. Welcome to the Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 10th December 2024. We're doing a movie review. Once again, we're reviewing the movie Fury with Brad Pitt, with Shia LaBeouf, with John Berto, with I don't remember. Pretty tired, I'll be honest. This is my last video. We're playing Tokyo Ghoul, Book of Soul. And we're finishing the hour because I can only upload up to an hour on TikTok. Long story short, the movie itself, this movie is a movie that I saw 3 times already. And usually those kind of movie I will not watch more than once, but that's something that kept bringing me back to this movie. This movie is actually really good. It's actually really sad. Fury is, I know it's stupid, but when you ask me what war movie is the saddest for me, is it's a really good movie, to be honest. I really like it. No, a lot of people don't like it, but I personally really like it. It's funny because it's a sad movie and a genre that is war, and usually war movies are not comedy. They're a fucking sad movie, right? So the beauty of Fury, what is Fury technically? Fury is a squad, if you will. It's a tank, right? So what is kind of cool is it's hard to understand what a team, right? So you're seeing a soccer team, you're seeing a basketball team, easy peasy. A team of soldier is a bit harder, right? Then you have movies like Inglourious Bastard, which has a lot of the same characters, right? Just saying. But and this one, the way they teamed it, the way they explain it, the way they put it into context is they're all in the same tank, and because they're all in the same tanks, they're a squad, right? So the beauty of the movie is it's so complex. It's so complex, but so not complex. So the complexity of the movie, nice word over here. The complexity of the movie is what is the movie about, right? Because war movie we saw them a lot. At first you can think it's a war movie. At first you can see that there's a couple of possible answers. That's why the movie is so good. The first possible answer is a war movie, right? The second possible answer, right, which is the answer that I had for the last year and a half, was okay. Well, it's about what war does to people, right? Then I watched it today, and you can see that I'm tired. So when you're tired, your ideas are kind of fucked up, right? It's hard to focus. It's hard to make complete sentences, but somehow, very weirdly speaking, right? You just possibly found the reason why the movie is good. The last possible way is simply hope, man. It's simply hope. So now I'm gonna have to do a couple of things. You're gonna have to hear me talk and me playing. But Tokugo Break the Chains, not a sponsor, but I do have a playthrough available. So shameless plug, and there you go. I just sponsored my own fucking self. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Well, guess what? We have a lot of energy left, so we're good. Didn't think I was gonna have it, but we have it. So hell yeah. So the movie Fury, right, is about a squadron of people. And you can see that those people are shitty people. The character of John Berto, fucking detestable. The worst. He's a bully. What the beauty of it is during the Second War, so you see the hatred between the soldier. And most of the people, see, I believe that the second theory is also good. What it does to people, right? So the whole squadron are fucked up. There's a moment where, okay, so you follow this young recruit who just joined the Fury. The reason why he joined the Fury is that at the beginning of the movie, they lose a member. What I really like about the movie is they show that they lost a member, which is possibly why people are such an asshole to the new kid, because if he dies, he dies. So toughen up because we don't want to lose you, right? And I like this brotherly love. The brotherly love that's able to say fuck you. Your parents won't say fuck you, but your brother will say fuck you, you're fucking up, you know? So we have the kids, and the kid he's very religious and he's very, very humble. So there's really cool moments, really sad moments where Brad Pitt forces him to kill. It's like, okay, once you're gonna kill, you're gonna be okay to kill again. It's your first kill. It's like your virginity. It doesn't say that, but this is the intent pretense behind the action of forcing the kid to kill, right? And the most beautiful thing is he forces him physically to kill the guy, but he says one thing: if you don't kill him, I'll kill you, right? And he said, tell the kid, who do you want killed? And the kid says me, which is not the good answer. See, at the same time, there's a lot of it's so complicated. There's a lot of undertone to the movie. One of the biggest undertone to the movie is the fact that they took advantage of the characters. Ah, okay, the genies. Okay, I understand. See, the undertone is that the kid is possibly the weakest link. So, for example, right, we have this furry squad, and the furry squad is 5 people, and one of those people is weak as fuck. Then the whole squad is weak, right? It's possibly the main character is I don't know the main character who it is. The main character is either the new recruit or Brad Pitt, because Brad Pitt is the captain of the team, and the new recruit is also kinda the narrator of the story. We're seeing the world through his eyes. The story starts, he's not in the squad, but then in the first 10 minutes he's in the squad. So our whole time discovering the squad, we're discovering with him. So he's the only character that's there that is just like us. It's a newbie. He's the only character just like us with an exterior force of the movie. So if there's a possibility that Brad Pitt see him as the weakest link, wants to make it stronger, because if he is stronger, then the whole squad is stronger, and the whole squad has a chance to survive, right? Now, the beautiful thing with it is you go through the story, and Brad Pitt really takes care of the kids, right? He helps him get laid, which it sounds stupid. Okay, it does sound stupid. It does sound like a typical male advice, a typical male answer, typical male mentality, but there's more than that. At war, the life expectancy was very little. So, yeah, you got the kid laid, but it was a good girl, right? It was a good girl. And possibly his only chance at love. Brad Pitt gave him that, right? And it's a beautiful thing because you see the rest of the squad was fucked up. The only character, there's two characters who are that I really like except the kid. The kid I don't really like. Whoa, it's complicated. The kid we like him because he's once again he's our eyes to the story, but you don't really like him in a sense of oh he's not a super interesting character compared to certain others, right? So the other one is Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf who kind of has this not aversion, this passion, this deep connection with religion, and he used religion to keep himself sane. The two others are completely crazy. John Berto character, once again, the craziest. And they're constantly bullying the kid. They're constantly bullying the kid. They're constantly bullying the kid. And you knew at the end that, okay, the reason why they were bullying the kid is because they were bullied by life themselves. They wanted to make the kid the same as them. If they were suffering, the kid would suffer too, right? But Brad Pitt, which is the main character, in my mind, in my opinion, the reason why I didn't say him is because it's open to interpretation, right? That's the thing with movie without a main narrator. So, for example, you're gonna take a film like Harry Potter, right? You can say Harry Potter is the main character. We're gonna take a film like Lord of the Rings, right? And you say, well, I think Frodo's the main character, but he isn't. He isn't the main character. The main character could also be Aragorn, which is the king of the middle of the Gondor. You could also say the main character is the Gandalf because he's been since the beginning, right? You could say that the main character is the ring itself, which is an object. You could say that, right? So Fury is like that too. With Fury, see, Brad Pitt was the only character that wasn't really troubled by, who was still in control. And that's technically not true. Because in the beginning of the movie, you see him suffer, you see him see a dead body, and he's shaking, you know? And he's hiding himself to not show weakness, but he's shaking. So I do believe that the Brad Pitt character still has some good in him. And he still has some good, and because he still has some good, he wanted the kids' good to prevail. He was like, you might be the one they won't break. They broke me, they broke the whole squad, they won't break you, and I'll help you resist being broken. And that's the beauty of Fury. So once again, what war does to a man. Hope that there's a day out where war doesn't exist. Right? That's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys, take it easy. If you're watching the whole thing, appreciate you. And God bless, Godspeed. Oops, sorry guys. So sorry. We have time for more. I might be doing a second playthrough. A second, not an hour, but a second one. So, headphone, check trailer. The headphone is done. Technically it's done. That's good. Ads, fucking ads again. Wanna go to sleep. I am the fucking sleepy. I'm so fucking sleepy, yeah. I'm so fucking sleepy, yeah. I'm so fucking sleepy, but that's okay. Look at the team that he had. What a shitty team. But then again, we're in chains, so. I was just saying that Chuka is the strongest again. Okay, so check trailer. Okay, so mobile game. Post Canada. 100 enter TikTok. Black Friday mobile game. Post Canada Juice World Dialogue Color. Okay, Cobra Kai. Season 2. Is it Cobra Kai? Let's go. Good. Come on, come on. No, this is battle to finish, Ned. Continuing. Oh, that's too much to do. Okay, victory. Ah, shit. One more battle. Okay, no problem. Okay. God, what have you done? Listen. Good. Nice. Claim all. Perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the live, because that way I can put it on both. Okay, good. I've been submitted.